Well, y'all know how I say it. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I don't know if it's fair of me to put that label on this young woman, but this woman's name is Joanna Speaks. She was found dead outside of a barn. Now, she has a history with drugs, so you know where I'm going to go with this. You know exactly where I'm going to go with this. I'm thejbgunner. This is Cryme Time. This is our first time reporting on this story, but this woman has been dead. The killer's still on the loose. Let's get right on into it. Let's do it.
Bring it back.
Now, every single time I make these statements, I always get some of you snowflakes to come in here and say, you can't say that about the dead people, JB. I can say whatever the fuck I want. And there's nothing y'all gonna do about it. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. A lot of you dope fiends and shit, y'all get yourselves in situations where you get offed. It's just that simple. Especially if you're a chick running around here sucking dick. Now, I'm not saying that's what she was doing. Running around here sucking dick for crack and shit. Look, man, high-risk lifestyles, even the police know it, the investigators know it, detectives know it. You're living a high-risk lifestyle, whether, like, if you're prostituting or doing drugs, bad shit can happen to you, especially if you hang out with the wrong groups of people. Before we get into this, though, I want to say first and foremost, thank you to everybody that supports the channel, regardless of the method you choose, whether it's Cash App, Patreon, Venmo, PayPal. Truth is, guys, I couldn't do this each and every day as often as I do if it wasn't for you, the Gun Squad. So big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. If you too find value in my work, feel free to hit the links down below. Show your boy some love. Join the Gun Squad today. And if you would care to, you can even find some of my other channels, my other work, my political channel, my news channel, my live stream channel, which we live stream news and shit, my gaming channel. Look, my channels aren't for everybody, so if you're on the left or a snowflake, you probably don't want to go over there. You might as well just stick over here with my true crime content. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of the way it goes. But guys, let's go ahead and get into this story. This one, I don't know if it's going to be big. I don't know how many updates there's going to be on this, but we're going to check it out anyway. Missing Oregon mom of 3. Age 32, was found dead outside a barn after a killer planted her body there. Grieving sister says she's broken into pieces as cops launch murder probe. And I do want to correct something I said, okay? I don't think that just because you do drugs and shit, you should be killed. I don't. I want to make that clear. I don't think that just because you did drugs means whoever killed you should get away with it or anything like that. All I'm saying is when you put yourself at risk, things like this can occur. It's that simple. If I go out, you guys know I drink heavily. If I'm out there driving and I get in a car accident and I die, all you motherfuckers on YouTube right now would say, he played stupid games, he won stupid prizes. You know it and I know it. As much as I eat pussy, if I end up with AIDS tomorrow, you'd be like, damn, JB's losing some weight though. But you would agree that I would deserve it. Stop being a whore, JB. I'm trying. I can't stop though. It is what it is. Joanna Speaks was found outside a barn April 8th with blunt force trauma to the head. Authorities believe whoever killed her moved her to the barn. No suspect has been identified. The case is being investigated as a homicide. Now, there's a couple things here. We've got Nancy Grace with her punk ass chiming in. But we're just going to take a look. We're going to take a look at this video, and then we'll get back and do more of the story, and I'll give you a little bit more commentary. These are the family members. Death of missing Oregon mother investigated as homicide. Let's take a look.
Why? Just how? Like, why did this happen? How?
Well, probably because she does drugs.
It doesn't make sense.
Robin Speaks is desperately searching for answers.
And by the way, let me say this in case you guys are sitting there saying, "How do you know she does drugs, JB?" In case that's what you're saying, let's go ahead. Just in case that's what you're saying, let's go ahead here. I'm just going to scroll down here, and I will give you guys more of this in just a second. I'll give you more of this story in just a second. Hold on. We're going to scroll down here because it's literally in the article. It's literally in the article. Where was it at? I know I highlighted it. It's up here somewhere. She has a 7-year-old daughter, 2 teenage sons, according to her sister and stepsister. And then it goes on to say, Robin Speaks and Hamby both admitted that Jordan, who had struggled with addiction over the years, had not been in contact with them since March. Who the fuck was Jordan? Oh, was that her name? Jordan, I think that means Joanna. Who the fuck was Jordan? Why the fuck does that say Jordan? Whatever, man. The Daily Mail, you're fucking up. You're fucking up. Let's go ahead and get back here and let's take a look at the video.
After her younger sister, 32-year-old Joanna Speaks, was found murdered.
We're all just asking every single thing that you could think of. Just, maybe it was this, or did we check here, or we're trying to cover all the bases, but
damn.
I don't know.
Stepsister.
Boy, she changed sizes real quick, didn't she? Shit. You can't tell me that's the same damn woman. Yeah. Yeah, she changed the size quick than a motherfucker.
We're trying to cover all the bases, but
God damn.
we don't know.
Stepsister Ariel Hamby says the family has so many questions.
The cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head and neck, and that's all we know.
Richfield Police Department and Clark Cowlitz Fire Rescue responded to reports of a body on April 8th. Authorities say located on a property off South 5th Street and 78th Place, about 1 mile off I-5. Though detectives say it doesn't appear that's where Joanna was killed. And according to the Clark County Sheriff's Office, there are indications that Joanna Speaks' body was moved to near this abandoned property. Behind these notes.
So what that's going to mean, let me just say this, what that's going to mean is somebody obviously knows about the property. So it's going to be someone local. It's going to be someone right there. Let's call it what it is. Listen, man, I don't go out that often. I don't know where abandoned properties are near my house. You see what I'm saying? But I can guarantee you who doesn't know, people that don't live in the area. Like, to know where an abandoned property is where you can dump a body means you're familiar with the area. It's going to be someone directly in the area. So I would look at all potential drug users, anything like that, male. It'll be male. It'll be a male drug user in that area.
Trespassing signs, there's an abandoned barn. That's where the sheriff's office found Joanna's remains.
It keeps me up at night thinking that whoever did this to her, and that person is walking around.
Joanna lived in the Oregon City area. Her family says she leaves behind 7 siblings and 3 children.
Damn.
Her 7-year-old daughter and 2 teenage sons.
You can definitely tell they're sad. They've broke down the first couple days, but now it's like they try to avoid talking about it.
I feel sorry for them kids.
Joanna had been battling addiction on and off for years, and the last time her family had contact with her was in March.
So the Daily Mail just had written that wrong, but it is her that had the drug addiction issues. I feel bad for her children. I do. I do. You don't get to choose your parents in this life, but I'm also a very honest realist. When this kind of thing happens, for God's sakes, we don't know if she met a drug pusher out there at the barn to do some shit to get the drugs. We don't know any of that, right? But my point of this is, it's a high-risk lifestyle. And the kids, like I said, I feel sorry for them. The family, I feel sorry for them. But we cannot overlook the reality of situations like this. This is why it is of the utmost importance to pay attention to who people hang out with, what drugs and high-risk activities they do. Very important to get these fucking dope fiends help before it's too late. Anybody in your family right now that's sucking the glass dick or whatever, putting needles in their arms, you need to stop that shit immediately. You need to, if you care about them and you love them, you need to do whatever it takes to get them away from that lifestyle. Because most of the time, it's not the drugs that kills them. It's the people involved around those drugs that kills them. The lifestyle that they choose to live in to obtain or maintain their drug use is what kills them, not the drugs themselves. I don't know anybody that I've ever seen overdose they do overdose on drugs, but you get the point. Just to be perfectly honest, it's just kind of the way this shit works. You got to be in the underbelly of society, of some of the seediest members of society, to be involved with drugs.
We have amazing memories with her being a big kid. She's hilarious, sarcastic, and super witty. So she's just now the missing piece of our family.
The family has started a GoFundMe to help with funeral expenses.
Sad shit.
And as for finding justice for Joanna,
We're not a family that gives up, and we won't give up.
Good.
Fighting answers, doing whatever we have to.
We still need to kill her off the street, no doubt about
some
it.
sort of peace for her.
And that we'll find them.
in Ridgefield.
We mean some sort of peace for her. She's already resting in peace.
Caballero, KGW News.
But I will say this. To help other people, to save them, to protect them, yeah, of course I think it's a big deal for you to get the killer off the street. Right now, there's some fucking other dope fiend that killed this woman. And I'm telling you right now, my gut feeling, it's going to be someone very familiar with that local area, someone probably even in the neighborhood or adjoining neighborhoods that knew where that barn was, right? And it's going to be a male, typically, because you got to think about it. If they move the body, you're going to need strength. It's going to be a male. Could be two people. Could be several people. But chances are it's going to be a single male drug user strong enough to move the body. That's the reality of the situation. If she was killed elsewhere, which the police believe that she was. Because, you know what, probably the way they can tell that she was moved there is if she had the blunt force trauma, there could have been blood spatter, and it obviously wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? Who the fuck knows? Maybe she did get killed there. Maybe she went to meet the dude there. You see what I'm saying? You never really know. Anything's an option. Let's see what old messy mouth over here has to say.
I'm hearing Robin Speaks and Errol Hamby describe learning when their sister was murdered to Dr. John Delatorre, licensed psychologist specializing in forensic psychology. Did you notice that both of these young ladies, these two sisters, at first thought it was a joke? Now, I'm not a shrink like you, just a JD, but I think that's because you want to believe it's a joke, a horrible joke, a bad joke.
Why does she look so like that?
I can't take in what's happening, because I remember for a long time after Keith was murdered, I would get my mom or my dad and I'd look at him and say, is Keith dead? It just seems so impossible and fantastical. They'd have to tell me, yes, he's dead. He was killed. And I go, okay. And then,
She's got the funniest shaped mouth in the fucking business. I don't know why her shit just does that. She's creeped me out for a long fucking time. Nancy Grace may be the only woman on the planet I would refuse head from.
I do the same thing again. What is that? There's got to be
I don't want that oddly
psychological
shaped mouth
reason
around
for
my dick.
wanting to believe or believing it's a joke or a bad prank or a lie when you first hear it.
It's not just about the wanting, it's about the needing to believe that it's a joke, to be imagined, to have that family member, right, ripped away from you in such a way is almost incomprehensible. And now we have stages of grief, but the reality is that every individual grieves differently, and it doesn't have to be a pattern. It can be assorted, and it can start from the end and end with the beginning, that there is this sense, especially initially, that it has to be a joke because it cannot happen to you because of the consequences associated with it. The realization that life ends is very difficult for people to wrap their hand around.
Definitely a sad story. I will say that. Definitely a sad story. But once again, I stand by what I've said. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Back to the story itself. We mentioned that she had 3 kids. She's been struggling with drugs for quite some time. I don't know, is that her man? He looks like he struggles with some a little bit of drugs too. I'm sure he does. But anyway, like I said, she had three children and several sisters. A suspect has not been identified in this case yet. The sheriff's office is ruling the case a homicide. She was fearless. I guarantee she fought back, said her sister. Though, I always find it weird that they always say that, right? Guarantee she fought back. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she was too high. But she was found in Ridgeland, Washington on April 8th. Blunt force trauma to the head and neck, with her death being ruled a homicide. Body found outside a barn in the neighboring state of Washington. So she was from Oregon. Man, I wonder how. So she probably will. It has to be somebody familiar with that area. There's no way around it. How do you just find, you know what I'm saying? Has to be. I don't just know where random abandoned locations is. Let me see, what do you guys got to say about it? Do you agree with me on that? Obviously, this is video number 1 of this case. I always tell you guys my gut feeling. My gut feeling is it's drug related. Probably just another single dude. She could have been, who knows what she was doing. Maybe you never really know. Maybe they got high together. Maybe, I don't know. But my gut feeling is it's going to be a single another dude, a drug user from that local area. So if she was from Oregon, maybe he was born in Washington, maybe but lived in Oregon. You never really know, right? But in my it's going to be someone from Washington. Now, he may not live in Washington now. He may live in Oregon. It's going to be a single dude with a drug past from that area in Washington where that abandoned barn was. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. If you like my work and you find it valuable, feel free to hit the links down below. Join the Gun Squad today. I'm JB Gunner. This is Cryme Time. No Brian Koberger news today. We got to talk about this woman right here. What's the moral of the story? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Don't do drugs. That's simple.